So for the moment, let's get you some insight into certain personal finance questions. Harshvardhan Rungta is here with us. And the question, of course, is on the Married Women's Property Act. Harsh, tell us some important features of this act and how does it impact a family?
Well, Lata, the Married Women's Property Act was enacted with a view to protect the properties of women against the creditors that the husband or the business of the family has taken up on themselves. Now, the idea is this particular Married Women's Property Act, all the properties that belong to the women, get insulated and protected from all the other court attachments or any income tax department attachments that the husband has run up. Now, let's take an example of a business family. This could be a trader or manufacturer or any other business. In due course of business, there are some credit limits or there are bank loans which have been taken by the business. Now, the bank secures these credit limits against the assets of the business and also takes a personal guarantee of the owner of the business, which could be the husband of the family. Now, in case of the untimely death of the husband, the bank starts recovering their loans, and in the process they liquidate the assets of the business and also they attach the properties that belong to the guarantor, which in this case is the husband. Now, in order to protect the assets of to protect the family, the wife and the children, the life insurance policies that one takes, he should make sure that these policies at the time of taking the policies should be taken under the MWPA Act, the Married Women's Property Act. Because life insurance policies are also entitled to be attached, which means the claims that get paid out on the death of the husband go to the bank and not to the surviving members. So, and the process of taking the policy under MWP is very simple. At the time of making an application, you have to fill in an MWP addendum. This form is also provided by life insurance companies. In the form, you have to fill in the details of your wife and or children, whomever you wish to make beneficiaries in the policy. Now, in case of death, the policy proceeds do not go to anybody else other than the beneficiaries as named by you in the policy. Okay. There is no attachment because the policy does not belong to the husband. Okay. Now, we talk about life insurance as a means of financial protection. Now, what is the sense if the money does not go to the family and gets attached for some other reasons? Now, let me just make a point here. All kind of life insurance policies, whether they are issued online term policies or any other form of life insurance policies, are entitled to be issued under MWP Act. And one should definitely, make a point that he issues a policy under this MWP Act to protect his family.
Okay, Harsh, very quickly, two questions. One, is the woman's, Stri Dhana only protected, what she inherits from her father's family, or is her own salary and investments earnings also protected? And secondly, therefore, if a husband were to default on his home loan, then the wife's salary cannot be attached when the house is foreclosed or a default is declared?
See, the first question, we're talking about a loan taken on the business which the husband runs, and he's given his personal guarantee towards those loans. Yeah. So all the attachment that we refer to are restricted only to the business and the assets of the husband. So in the first part of your question, the income that the wife is generating, if she is not given her personal guarantees and all the Stridhan that she has inherited from her parents, do not get attached in this case. The second part of your question is if you can just repeat that question.
Yeah, if the husband defaults on his home loan, then the wife's savings, investments, salaries are all safe. A home loan or any
absolutely, loan. Because if she is not a co-borrower in the loan, if she is not given any of her personal guarantees, then her property, her assets, her incomes cannot be attached just by the virtue of her being the wife of the person who's taken the loan.